Y'all see him in the streets struggling, young, dumb, and thuggin', give a fuck about nothing. Stuck at rock bottom, trying to come up on something. Pumping from sundown to sun.
What's up, guys? Street Justice here. Welcome back to my channel. We are back for the reaction to Game of Thrones on this Game of Thrones Thursday. This is Season 4, Episode 7, Mockingbird. Last episode. I know I already talked about it quite a bit in my recap for the last reaction in the last episode, but I'm still blown away by the performance that Peter Dinklage gave in the trial of Tyrion, because that was something else. The acting in this show is always fantastic, but I swear to God, what he did at the end of that episode, he raised the bar and he took it to the next level. I am genuinely blown away by that performance, but I honestly don't know where the show is going to go from here. I know in the long scheme of things, Khaleesi is eventually going to make her way over, winter is coming, but for where we are now, what exactly is going to go down? I have no idea how Tyrion is going to get out of this current predicament. I know previously, or in the past, when he was in a similar situation, he had Bronn fight for him. Is he going to do the same now? Jaime's there now, though, too, but he only has one hand, so I don't know how he's going to get out of this. Hopefully, no matter however he gets out of it, they showed it at the very beginning, because I definitely want to find out. But if you guys want to find my full reactions to the show, the link to my Patreon is down in the description below. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, now's a very good time to click that button down below. Smash the like button while you're there. With that said, let's jump right in. Let's check it out. Let's go.
I made a deal for you.
I couldn't listen to her.
Shay.
Standing there telling her lies. I couldn't do it. That deal you made. It was everything Father wanted. You do see that. He gets you back as his heir. And he ships me off to Castle Black, out of sight at last.
The Puppet Master Tywin.
All so perfect. I survived one trial by combat, even though you weren't there to save me.
I can't save you this time either. My training has proved that I can't beat a stable boy with my left hand.
He can't do it. He's not going to do it.
Who does Cersei plan on naming as a champion? I hope it's Samarin Trant. I'd enjoy watching Bronn disembowel that pompous child beater.
No. Not Samarin.
Who? The Mountain, right?
Thank you for riding here so quickly.
Who am I fighting?
Does it matter?
Okay, now I'm a little bit worried for Tyrion.
Could be food.
Could be soldiers.
Looks burned down. I don't know if there's anything left.
Could I have a drink? Dying is thirsty work.
It's kind of a waste if you're already dying, to be honest. Oh!
That's where the heart is. That's how you kill a man.
Oh! That was like a stone cold stunner.
There's a price on your head. Yes, that's what the king does when you tell him to fuck off.
You were Yoren's prisoners when he was taking me to the wall. He told me he'd fuck me bloody with a stick.
He on your little list.
He can't be.
Add him to
I
it.
don't know his name.
What's your name?
What's your name? Rouge.
Thank you.
Just what he taught her. Went right for the heart. There he is.
You have new clothes.
You like him? Eh?
He was paid off.
Doeskin.
No.
Virgin's thigh.
I sent for you days ago. Does he frighten you so much?
I'd be a bloody fool if he didn't frighten me. He's freakish big and freakish strong.
Yeah.
And quicker than you'd expect for a man of that size. Maybe I could take him. Dance around until he's so tired of hacking at me he dropped his sword. Get him off his feet somehow. But one misstep and I'm dead. I like you. Pampered little shit that you are. I just like myself more.
I understand.
I'm sorry it has to be this way.
Why are you sorry? Because you're an evil bastard with no conscience and no heart? That's what I liked about you in the first place.
Still shaking
We
his
had some
hand.
good days together.
Yes, we did.
Fuck, this feels like a real goodbye.
How did you get in here?
Your door is well guarded. It's your windows, not.
These are my private quarters. If I want you here, I will summon you.
Forgive me, my queen. I live to serve you. Came to ask a favor. I only have 2 talents in this world. War and women. Here in Marine, I cannot pursue my talents.
I've ordered a second sons to patrol the streets to stop the revenge killings.
You've ordered us to be knights.
And as for women, there are thousands in Marine you can pursue.
There's one that he wants,
There's
though.
only one.
Mm-hmm.
And she does not want me. Let me do what I do best.
Very well. Take off your clothes.
Oh! I was gonna say, fight or fuck.
Jorah the Andal.
Jorah the Jealous.
She's in a good mood.
Uh-oh. We all know he loves her.
Khaleesi,
You're here early.
later than some.
You don't approve.
It's not a question of approval, it's a question of trust.
I trust you.
Dario Naharis killed his captains and dumped their heads at your feet when he grew tired of their command. How could you ever have faith in a man like that?
I could
He did do
never
that.
have faith in a man like Dario.
But he did it for her. Khaleesi might be
now-
going too far the other
You are
direction.
helping me show them to freedom.
I wouldn't be here to help you if Ned Stark had done to me what you want to do to the masters of Yunka.
Ned Stark.
They can live in my new world, or they can die in their old one.
Ooh, I like that quote.
You're doing it wrong.
Is he stitching
You need to throw
himself
away that
up?
horrible bit there.
Jesus.
Otherwise it's going to get infected and fester. It'll only take a second. It won't hurt that much.
No fire! You say your brother gave you that sword. My brother gave me this.
He's actually opening up to her here.
The pain was bad.
Their bond is definitely
The
growing.
smell was worse.
Let me wash it out. And help you sew it up at least.
This almost is like a father-daughter bond. I like it.
Bit of comfort never hurt anyone.
Can I get you anything else?
No, this will do nicely, thank you. Kidney pie is wonderful.
Where are these two in their journey? Oh! That answers my question.
What brings you to these parts?
We're looking for someone.
Someone in particular? Maybe they came in here. A lot of people come in here.
Say it.
The other day we had
A
17
girl,
white.
tall, red hair, very pretty. Her name is Sansa Stark, but she may be using a different name.
Starks?
There we go.
No, ain't seen anyone like that. Like they was all traitors. Don't need no traitors in here.
I pledged my life to their mother, Catelyn Stark. I swore to her I'd bring her daughters home.
She picked up on him talking about it. The way he was talking about it.
Sure I can't get you a bit more kidney pie?
Don't want to offend, my lady. Truly, I
You're
don't.
not interesting enough to be offensive.
The Lannisters want Lady Sansa. The Lannisters have money. People kill for money. I don't think we should be telling people we're searching for Lady Sansa.
Here we go.
My lady, my lord,
Help them.
could I have a word? Never met no Sansa Stark. But I know her sister.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Look, if you find her, could you give her this? You should like the last one I gave her, but well, this one turned out better.
Yo, that was big. Right there.
You were saying?
Pedro.
As he approached me, we spoke a great deal about her daughter. She was trying very hard.
This
to
guy is
pretend she
super
had not come
smart.
to sway me against you. I think she may have even believed it herself.
He knew exactly what she was
wants to
doing.
see you killed. She didn't need to bother you. It looks as though I've taken care of that myself. Sooner or later, Cersei always gets what she wants. And what about what I want? Justice. For my sister and her children.
Yo, he's gonna be the key.
You want justice. You've come to the wrong place. I disagree. I want to bring those who have wronged me to justice, and all those who have wronged me are right here. I will begin with Sir Gregor Clegane, who killed my sister's children and then raped her with
I forgot about that.
hands before killing her.
And now he's right there too.
I will be your champion.
Yo. Oh God.
Does Winterfell have a moon door? No, I'm afraid not. It's not high up in the mountains, it's down on the ground. That sounds dangerous. How do you make people fly? We don't. Let's put a moon door in your Winterfell. It can go in here, in this big tower. Be careful!
You
ruined
fucking
it.
idiot.
You'd have to rebuild the whole thing.
I didn't ruin it.
You did.
It was already ruined because it didn't have a moon door.
Their first fight.
I didn't ruin it!
Yo! I don't think anyone's ever done that before.
Robin, I'm sorry.
Oh, God.
I shouldn't have done that.
No. His mother should have. A long time ago.
Littlefinger's out here just constantly making moves.
Why did you really kill Joffrey?
I loved your mother more than you could ever know. Given the opportunity, what do we do to those who've hurt the ones we love?
Lord Baelish.
Call me Peter.
Oh, no! No! Oh! Yo, that scene just set up a lot of shit. She smacked Robin. Littlefinger went at her face. Liza's gonna fucking kill her.
Come here, Sansa.
Take a step back, please.
I know what you did.
I'm so sorry, Aunt Lysa. I never should have hit Robin. I know it. I promise it won't
Be
happen.
coy with me, you little whore.
He is mine, Alan!
Lysa!
Why did you bring her here? Why?
Send her away. Swear to all the gods.
Thank fuck.
I have only loved one woman. Only one.
And he already told Sansa who it was.
Your sister.
Yo! Alright guys, that was Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 7, Mockingbird. What an episode. A lot went down this episode, so there's a lot to discuss. But that moment at the very end there, holy shit. I definitely got to start with that, because that was absolutely crazy. I'm not shocked by what Littlefinger did, but seeing it happen was shocking, if you kind of understand what I mean by that. Because, yeah, Littlefinger, it doesn't surprise me that he kills. It doesn't surprise me that he's willing to do absolutely anything for Sansa. But seeing it actually go down and seeing her fall, like, that's just a shocking image in general. But, yeah, that was absolutely crazy. That whole scene out in, like, the yard there, or, like, the courtyard right before everything went down at the very end, that scene set up a lot of shit. First, little Robin comes creeping out there, being a little twerp. I don't know what it is about that kid. Like, I know he's just a kid. I really shouldn't hate him, but there's something, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way that his character is portrayed, that they're setting him up to not be liked. And yeah, maybe I'm not wrong for that, because right after I was saying, yeah, there's something about this kid. I just don't like him. We've seen him make people fly in the past already, so we already know he's an evil little shit. But seeing his little outburst with Sansa there, where he kicked the whole thing down and then she actually slapped him, and he needed a good slap. Even Littlefinger said that afterwards, but he went off running, crying, and right away I was like, oh shit, what is this gonna set up? Lysa already wants to fucking get rid of Sansa, so this is not gonna look good for her. And then Littlefinger comes up to Sansa, is like, it's alright. His mother should have slapped him long time ago, and then he makes his move on Sansa. She didn't really resist, though, I gotta be honest. Obviously, she's kind of in debt to him, so maybe she feels like she is obliged to do it, where she kind of has to, because he did save her from Joffrey in the Lannisters and King's Landing and brought her there. I get that. She understands that. But at the same time, she's still a kid, right? Like, it's the exact same situation with Tyrion, and the reason why he didn't want to make a move, or really... Well, obviously he was in love with Shay. Clearly, Littlefinger doesn't give a fuck, though. He wants what he wants. He couldn't get Cat as much as he loved her, and he did admit his love to her. That was a very cool scene at the very end when he said that to her sister as well. Lysa as the final word, or the final line before giving her the push. And I knew that push was coming. I knew somebody was getting pushed. I didn't think Sansa was gonna get pushed, but the second that Lysa was calling her over, I'm like, oh shit, Sansa, yo, stand back a bit. Stand back a few feet. Don't go right up to her. Don't go right up to that, what is it called, moonbeam? But yeah, as Littlefinger, right before he pushed her, he's like, there's only one person I love, and that was your sister. And then the shock, the look on her face, yo, that actress did a great job too. The one that played Lysa, holy shit, the look of like betrayal. But she kind of had to go too, because this season, I think it was the last couple episodes, she's been kind of spilling the beans a lot, or saying it out loud, revealing a lot of information that she should never speak out loud based on what she did to her previous husband for Littlefinger. Like, yeah, I don't know what she was thinking. I guess it was a lot to do with jealousy, and she's always been a little bit crazy. Even when we first met her back in, I think, season 1, when Kat went there with Tyrion, yeah, she's always been a little bit off her rocker, so it's not completely surprising to me, but at the same time, she should know better. You don't say that kind of stuff out loud, especially when there could be severe or major consequences that come from it if that information gets to the wrong or is heard by the wrong set of people. But there's a lot to discuss. I don't want to just focus on what went down at the very end. It's just such a crazy scene, and that's the last thing that they left me with, the last image of the episode. I thought we were going to have the trial by combat this episode. We obviously didn't get to that. They set up a lot for it. They set up a lot of stuff this episode. I gotta say that. Like, a lot of stuff that I'm looking forward to. I'm a little bit tempted to watch the next episode right now, because my plan for today was I had to do Game of Thrones and start up Peaky Blinders Season 4, because I was a little bit late with these reactions this week, but because we didn't see that actual trial by combat this episode, I gotta be real, I kind of want to hold off on starting Peaky Blinders Season 4 and jump to the next episode right now. I'm gonna take like a 5 to 10 minute intermission or break in between, or as soon as I'm done this, and I gotta be honest, I might think it over, and I might actually do Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 8, because hopefully that goes down next episode. If I do that, I really want to see that. That's like one of the main reasons. I was hoping we would see that this episode. Clearly we didn't get to it, but the mountain, I knew they were going to choose like some type of champion or challenger that is crazy. I thought it would be someone that we haven't even met yet, so it's pretty cool. And I didn't even think about it either when they actually showed the mountain, and what a great scene when they reintroduced him this episode, and just seeing him slaughtering folk, like that was insane. But the fact that, hopefully I say his name right, I think it's Prince Oberyn, Pedro Pascal's character, it didn't even dawn on me at first. Obviously, I remember the story that he told about his sister with Tywin in the mountain, but then when he said everybody that I want to get revenge on, when he was speaking to Tyrion afterwards in his cell, everybody that I want to get revenge on is right here in King's Landing right now. So that all came back to play, which was super cool. I absolutely loved that reveal. When it finally dawned on me, I was like, holy shit, why didn't I think of that earlier? Maybe it's because we haven't really seen Mountain and since season 1, like it's been a long, we've heard about him all around. I remember, I think it was season 2 or 3 where they mentioned he was off like torturing people somewhere, but yeah, we haven't seen him, which is very interesting. So I love that about the show, when they introduce characters, which more or less you might think just be one-offs or just there for the moment. When they come back later on and play a bigger part of the story, man, it's super cool. And that's another thing, another good segue actually with, I think it's Hot Pie, Arya's friend, which we saw earlier. I think season 2 was where we last saw him. I could be wrong. It might have been start of season 3. I'm pretty sure it was season 2 though, when he got left behind, when he was on his journey with Arya and Gendry. But it all came back at first too, when I was like, where is Brienne and Pod right now? Like, where exactly are they searching? What area? Like, we know they're on the hunt for Sansa, but where exactly are they right now? And then boom, in walks Hot Pie. That was such a cool reveal. And then right away I knew, I'm like, if they just say, or if the Starks come up in conversation, if they just say one of the Starks' names, they can help each other out here. And then he had the good intuition, even after Pa was even saying to Brienne, like, we probably shouldn't be saying Sansa out loud, like that we're searching for her, because there's a price. The Lannisters want her back, and they know the Lannisters pay very good money. So yeah, we should probably keep that on the hush hush. And then immediately after, Hot Pie comes out, reveals the info that he was besties with Arya and where she may be, which was big. Or Pod may have put it together afterwards as well, that once they knew that she was still alive, he kind of put together that Kat's sister, basically her only surviving family, that's the most likely spot where she would be heading. And it looks like that's where they're heading next. I freaking love that. The bonds in this show, I knew right away, Pod and Brienne, like that's a relationship. Obviously they're off to a little bit of a rocky start, but it was more of like a jokey rocky start. It wasn't anything serious. So I knew right away they'd have a great relationship. And then the other one too, I wasn't sure. I was hoping we'd have a great relationship. Like every time they send people out on a journey together, like these odd pairings, these relationships form. And then seeing Arya with the Hound this episode as well, they took some big steps, or at least the Hound did, because he opened up to her this episode, and then he actually, instead of the fire right away, Arya's like, we have to burn that, and it'll be the best thing for it. His wound, I think it was bit, but yeah, he opened up to her, immediately he turned down the fire, and then afterwards he actually let her close and rinse out and clean off his wound, which was good to see after opening up to her as well. So that was a bond. I wasn't sure if it would fully form, because we know how the Hound is. He's very standoffish, but at the same time, it's almost like a father-daughter pairing, and I'm really enjoying their scenes together, which is nice because we know Arya doesn't have Ned, her father, in the picture anymore. She witnessed what went down with Ned, so yeah, that was very cool to see. But what else I know there's a lot that went down this episode that I'm kind of leaving out. I kind of want to go back to Prince Oberyn and Tyrion as well. Definitely Tyrion, because I feel like we saw a little bit of Jon Snow this episode. Not too much went down with him, but Tyrion, he was one of the other main focuses of the episode. Sansa, Littlefinger, Tyrion. Yeah. So back to Tyrion. At first, obviously, he went to Jaime. That's his number one pick in regards to his champion, who's going to actually fight for him. But we already knew, like, obviously, Jaime's injured, and we haven't really seen him advance too much in his training with Bronn, so I wasn't sure if he'd actually be able to step up and fight for Tyrion, but he actually turned him down, let him know he was brutally honest, like, I can't do shit. I can't even take out like a weakling with my left hand as of right now, so it wouldn't make much sense, and it wouldn't do me much good, or you much good, having me fight for you. Otherwise, we're both gonna die. So, yeah, Jaime's out. Then the next up, right away, as soon as Jaime was out, I even said it, Tyrion even said it, get me Bronn. And then Bronn showed up, and it looks like he was paid off by Cersei, of course. But he's still respectful. Like, he does like Tyrion, and he does have his back. He wants to see him survive. He doesn't want to see Tyrion dead. But at the same time, he's kind of weighing his options as well. Like, me versus the Mountain, you paying me some gold or silver or whatever. I don't know if I can beat him. I might be able to beat the Mountain. I might be able to tire him out. But at the same time, I might not be. And the little fact that I might be able to isn't exactly worth what you'd be willing to pay. So I kind of get that. And then I love the exact, or at the end of their scene as well, when I don't know the exact line, but Tyrion says something to the effect like, if it's going to have to be me versus the Mountain to take him out, they're going to be singing songs about it. And then it really felt like a goodbye scene for them. Hopefully things work out one way or the other, but Bronn, as he was leaving, he said to Tyrion, and they shook, even their handshake was kind of sentimental, but as he was leaving, he's like, I do hope that I get to hear that song one day, or get to hear people sing it. I really love that scene. But yeah, I think I'm going to end it there, guys. I kind of touch on everything. Sansa, Littlefinger, Jon Snow, not really much happened with him, but Brienne and Hot Pie and Pod. I feel like there is something else that I'm leaving out, but like I said, we hopped around so much. Prince Oberyn, I'm now loving his character, or at least I'm rooting for his character now, because I kind of want to see him get revenge for his sister on Tywin, as bad as that sounds, because I like Tywin too. Like, obviously he's the puppet master, but at the same time, I kind of want to see Prince Oberyn get his revenge. I definitely want to see the Mountain go. We haven't really seen enough of the Mountain to make me root for him or like his character and everything we've heard about him. Maybe there is a softer side to the Mountain, but I highly doubt it, just the way that he is. He seems to be all about the killing, and I don't think he's someone that we are supposed to be rooting for. So yeah, in that battle, I think it's pretty easy. I'm definitely rooting for Prince Oberyn, and obviously, you guys know, I'm Team Tyrion. But I think I'm going to end it there, guys. This was another really good episode. That ending, like I said, it wasn't shocking that it happened to me, or that it happened for me, but thank God it didn't happen to me. But the fact that seeing it all play out was shocking. So yeah, that was a crazy scene, but I'm definitely ending it there, guys. I'm pretty sure, or I'm definitely debating jumping into the next episode right now. And I might, sorry, Peaky Blinders, you might have to hold off to the weekend. But yeah, as always, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. If you guys could like and subscribe, really helps my channel grow. Till next time, I am out. Enjoy your day. Peace.
Well, I didn't smoke enough for you, didn't drink enough for you, wasn't full enough for you, wasn't good enough for you, damn. You play me like a yo-yo and shit. Well, I'm not the one to be yo-yoing with you.